Look, y'all, I know that topics like this is controversial, but I have an opinion and I want to see if you guys agree with it. My opinion is I do not think women should be allowed to force men to have kids with them. Here's what I mean. If you get with a girl, right? Y'all, let's say it's a one night stand, right? One night stand. She texts you back. She find out a week after that she's pregnant, right? Or 2 weeks after, and you tell her, "Look, I don't know you. I'm not really trying to have a kid with you." Blah blah blah. And she like, if you got money and status and all that, guess what? She gonna have the kid regardless. But on the other end of the spectrum, if a woman don't have a kid, don't want to have a kid, as a man, you don't have the rights to say anything. The woman have 100% of the power to either keep the kid or deny the kid. And I just think it's unfair that they have 100% of the power and we have zero bit of a choice. If you don't want to have a kid with a girl, but she has the kid anyway, you get put on child support. If you don't pay the child support, you go to jail. But you ain't want to have a kid with her anyway. And I was having a debate with one of my friends about this topic, and he was like, I don't think I got to take care of the kid if I told her I don't want to have a kid with him, which I don't like his response, but I kind of get it a little bit. It's like, I told you I don't want to be with you, and then you purposely like get pregnant and trap me in order to have a kid, thinking that's gonna make me put me in your life more, but I don't want you. So why should I have to take care of a kid that I never wanted to begin with? If you didn't want the kid, you would have just aborted him and you wouldn't have had no repercussions. But now I could go to jail if I don't give you money. I get what he was saying, and I think it's 100% unfair. I think in order to have kids, both adults need to consent on the kid being born. You know, So let's just talk about the Anthony Edwards situation. Let me show y'all. Look, y'all. NBA star Anthony Edwards just paid $1 million in child support covering the next 18 years in one lump sum. But his 37-year-old ex, Aisha Howard, says it's unfair because she can't go back to court to ask for more money if the income goes up. I already used $100K. What if it runs out before 18 years? She told reporters, blaming the judge for betraying her. This injustice to a poor woman like me, I feel betrayed. What? Alright, yo. Anthony Edwards, he slept with you, right? He told you he don't see it going any further. You get pregnant. He told you straight up, look, I'm not trying to have a kid with you. We don't know each other. Can we just go our separate ways? Only reason why you had that baby by him is because he's Anthony Edwards. He's a multi-millionaire. He got it going on in life. So you decided to have a kid. He paid you $1 million and you talking about you feel betrayed. You got $1 million. How you spend $100K out of it already? On what? What did you buy? Did you buy a house? I can understand if you bought a house, but I guarantee you she probably ain't buy a house. She probably bought a bunch of clothes. I bet you as soon as she got that $1 million hit her bank account, she probably bought a bunch of clothes, a bunch of bull crap. Maybe some things for the child. I'm not going to act like, because I don't know her. But you get what I'm saying? You spent $1 million in 18 years. Instead of spending it strictly on the kid, $1 million could last 18 years if you only spend it on the kid. If you get a nice apartment, and let's say you get an apartment for $2,000 a month in total. That's rent and utilities, right? That $1 million could pay your rent for the next 20 years straight. For sure. It really could. So, and you could pay, let's say if you gave yourself every month, you gave yourself $2,500 out of it to spend, you could survive off of that for 20 years after the kid is born. And if you would have had another job on the side, let's say you would have made $2,000 to $3,000 a month, you would have been clocking in $5,000-$6,000 a month. So you are being irresponsible with the money, but you're saying the judge and the system betrayed you. You feel betrayed. A poor woman like you. That's that victim mentality men like me be talking about. That's why we be afraid of getting with women. That's really why we be afraid of dating in 2025. You feel betrayed. He gave you $1 million. I know everything's expensive, yes, but it's still $1 million. Like, you could have broke that. If you would have used that for the kid and only for the kid and used your money for yourself, I guarantee you that money will last at least a decade. Maybe if 15 years passed and then it all used up, I could maybe understand. But it's been 1 year since that happened. And you spent $100K. You spent 10% of it already. So you're really going to spend $100K a year? I'm living good. And I don't even make $100K a year. I make about half of that. And I'm living good. My rent's always paid on time. Car notes always paid, everything's paid, and I got money saving in the army, you know? So you spent $100K in 1 year. What was you doing with the money? You probably was going on trips, buying clothes, all of that. Plus childcare on top of that is expensive. So you probably was spending a lot of money, 10 bands, 8 bands every single month or something. That's your fault. Where's your income streams? You already spent the 100K out of the money. You don't got no income, baby girl. I'm not trying to bash this woman in this video because I don't know this woman, but I hope you guys get what I'm coming from. No, baby girl, you wasn't portrayed. You wasn't betrayed. The system, you didn't get effed up by the system. You got played by yourself. You played yourself. He gave you $1 million. Now do with it as you please. I'm not saying I agree with Anthony Edwards for doing that or not. I'm just talking about the situation. It's a fact that he gave you $1 million and you spent the 100Ks because of you. Where's your income streams? You just want the man to do everything, right? The man supposed to do everything in this society, and a woman's not obligated to do nothing but exist. Man, I'm in this video right here. I hope you guys understand, y'all. Peace, y'all.